check this out. Moving to Paris in my 20s completely changed how I look at the world. I mean, it's changed the way I look at relationships, business, money, family, even personal and spiritual growth. And so why I originally moved to Paris is because it was my dream, really. It started when I was 19. I got arrested on my 19th birthday for throwing a huge party on my college campus. And after that, I decided to take a year away from school, and I fully obsessed over personal development and entrepreneurship. And so coming from Atlanta, I saw a lot of successful Black entrepreneurs, and it seemed like one thing that most of the successful entrepreneurs did was travel. And so I ended up getting a job with Delta, and I was able to travel to 15 countries in 1 year. And by the time I was 21, I had been to 15 countries, right? And Paris was by far my favorite city. And so from then, I made it like a vision to move there. And so when I was 25, I was able to fully move to Paris because of a mental health startup that I created. And the French government gave me a 4-year visa. And so I was able to go. And actually being there made me realize that visiting a country and moving to a country is two totally different things. I mean, for one, it's simple, like, you gotta learn the language, right? But also you have to learn about how people move. You have to learn about the culture. And so first, let me just talk about my definition of a global mindset. So I like to define a global mindset as a dynamic mental perspective that allows you to adapt to new environments with openness and emotional intelligence. So what I've learned from traveling to many, many countries, now I've been to over 30 countries, I've learned that no matter where you go, there you are. And so that means the one common denominator between every single place, every single country you'll go to is you. And so it's super important to just have a very high level of self-awareness to be intentional about how you are walking into rooms, how you are approaching people, and also how curious you are when entering new situations. Because the thing that's helped me, one of the things that has helped me the most with traveling is just being super, super curious about the people that I'm interacting with, the places that I'm going into, and also the cultures that I'm embracing and like putting myself directly into. And so that's what a global mindset is to me, right? It's just really about being open and being emotionally intelligent about the people that you're meeting in the places that you go. But I believe that it's important no matter where you are, because there are literally 8 billion people in the world, and there are hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of different cultures. And so having a global mindset, it allows you to embrace other people. It allows people to also embrace you. There are some universal languages that no matter who you're talking to, they understand, right? Like I've learned a smile is a form of a universal language. In every culture, a smile, a genuine smile means yes. It means I'm happy. It means I'm happy to see you, or it means it's a sense of positive energy. Versus a frown or a negative face, it gives off a negative energy. And so that's one of the things that you understand when it comes to developing a global mindset. And I think it's important to be intentional about developing global mindset, even if you don't plan on moving abroad. Because in business, you're going to meet people that are from other countries. Just throughout your day-to-day life, you'll run into people from different cultures. And so one of the ways that you can develop a global mindset right now, wherever you are, is use the power of social media. So before I even moved to Paris, I used a social media platform to send hundreds of messages to people that lived in Paris. And my intention with that was I wanted to find somebody who worked in the same business field as me and that could help me get to Paris. And it took me 2 years to do that, but I ultimately found somebody, a French person, that was kind enough to welcome me and give me the step-by-step process to move abroad. And I think that same thing is true when you're just trying to learn a different culture. You can reach out to somebody online and just say, hey, I'm curious about your culture. Can you schedule a call? Can I talk to you? Can I ask you some questions about how you were raised, about your views on this, about your insights on that, right? It's about entering the situation with curiosity. And one thing that I've learned from my first business book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, is that people like to talk about themselves and they like when you ask questions about them. And so one of the best ways to develop a global mindset is just to reach out to people from global environments and be curious, ask them questions. And so my goal with this channel now is just to really talk about that process of having a global mindset and of living abroad. And so literally as I'm recording this video, I'm 1 month away from going back to Paris. I'm in the US now, but I'll be going back to Paris in a month from now. And I'll stay there for a couple of days, but then I'm moving to a new city in France that is 30 minutes away from Switzerland. And so now Switzerland is like my next dream, if you will, because I have a really cool plan for expanding my business in Switzerland and developing some relationships that can help me with my long-term vision. And so now that I'm able to take a step back from France and just be back in the US, I feel more grounded, and it's giving me a cool opportunity to start documenting this journey even more and make more intentional about it. So if you're interested in that and moving abroad or even moving to a new city and you want to just kind of learn the ins and outs of that, subscribe to my channel and yeah, let's take this journey together. So I'll see you next time. Peace and love.